Moving on, here's the artist I was referring to earlier about the Fresh Artist Friday catch up is Gage. We featured Gage a few times on the site, originally with his album Lord of the Fly 2, and then with a single off of this album. This album is called I Am Legend, but we featured the single Dinner with Jay-Z. And shout out to Gage because he is so interactive, always on our page, always showing us love. I hope you feel the love that we send back because he really is like an OG Fresh Artist Friday artist. We featured him not, I think we featured him like well over a year ago, if I'm not wrong, the first time. And this is a whole album for us to dive into, which I love. I love when I get to like really get to know an artist over time. And I
Yep,
feel like I
yep.
definitely gotten to know Gage.
Let's go, Gage.
Let's
You
go
go ahead,
Gage.
go ahead.
Okay,
Tell me your thought.
so what stood out to me on this album was the sampling. I know Sophia,
Yeah,
she pointed it
exactly.
out. She pointed it out originally. He featured Drake, or not, he didn't feature Drake, but he like imitated Drake or like took a page out of Drake's book with his song Lord Knows. Um, on Gage's song King of Culture, he did the Lord Knows sample, which is like something similar that Drake did, and I thought Gage's play on it was incredible. And also, I believe he sampled SZA in his
Yep.
song. I think it's called Her Song. He sampled SZA, which I thought was incredible. I love a good like romance song in hip hop. I feel like we don't get enough of those. Her Song was kind of up there for me, and I think I wrote about it in the feature as well. What did you think about his album?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Like the whole entire album had like every feeling that you can name of. But the first thing I noticed, I always like to look at the album cover of albums. Sometimes they're like, you don't know what you're going into, or sometimes it tells you what it's going to be about. And I felt like this album, you don't know what you're going to get into, and it was pretty fire. It was like such a cool aesthetic that matches the album. After I listened to it, I looked at it, I was like, oh my god, sorry, it's my dog. That like the whole thing matches the whole album correctly. And you're absolutely right. Gage is very unique, and not just because of his sound, but like the little details in the album, the sampling, the names of the song, the vocals, the flow. I like the structure, the lyricism. And he's just really passionate about the music that he does, and it shines through the whole entire project. I liked Off White, 2.8 milli, 14 grand. Those are good songs. I liked his references with Kid Cudi, Star Wars, Wu Tang Clan. You know, I'm a nerd too. I like that. And this is just what hip hop is about. I just really felt like it complemented the whole thing.
I totally agree. And I know I shouted out the song King of Culture, and I think that Gage, that's like a fire song for him because he really is so
Mhm.
embodied in hip hop culture. Um, like I said, the single we featured is Dinner with Jay-Z, and he like shouts out his influences as like Snoop Dogg, Jay-Z, Nas, and then he talks about Run DMC and Big Daddy Kane and Slick Rick. And like you hear these influences for sure in his music. Gage is definitely like he's a hip hop fan and a hip hop creator, and I think it shows in his music. So shout out to Gage. We totally support you over here on Hip Hop Scriptures, and we can't wait to see what else you come up with in the future,
Yeah, we're fans. We're fans.
for sure.